of the Always Believe House. Oh, today we're going to do kind of a cumulative review of factoring. Hopefully you've done well the last 2 days. If you need more problems to do, message your teacher. They will gladly send you some with a key so you can make sure you're doing these right. You got to get repetition. When we throw all these together, it's going to be tough. So a magical whiteboard appears. You don't have many problems to do today. I'm only going to do 2 of these. So let's go to number 2. Okay, on this one right here, we want to factor out the GCF. With the first, okay, so we're just going to factor out, 5 goes into all of these, right? So I can factor out a 5, and then they all have ends, so I'm going to put an end down, and you use the smallest exponent. So my smallest exponent's 2. Now then, I'm going to take this right here is called the GCF in it. The GCF is the biggest number you can divide into the terms of a polynomial. Now then, we're going to divide all these by 5n squared. I'm going to drop the 5n squared, and basically we're undoing the distributive property. The 5n squared is like that Bluebell truck in it. Okay, so we're going to start a parentheses. Now we're going to divide, and we're going to do sign, number, letter, exponent, and subtract the exponents. So a negative divided by a positive is a negative. 5 divided by 5 is 1. I'm not 1. And then n squared divided by n squared, the n's would cancel out, wouldn't they? So I just have a minus 1. I'm going to repeat the process, sign, number, letter, exponent. So a negative divided by a positive is a negative. 10 divided by 5 is 2. My letter is n. 3 minus 2 is 1. I don't put the 1 exponent, do I? Sign, number, letter, exponent. Repeat the process. A positive divided by a positive is a plus. 25 divided by 5 is 5. I have an n. 5 minus 2 is 3. Now then, to put it in technical standard form, it goes from the biggest exponent to the smallest exponent. So we're going to write down the 5n squared, and we're going to rewrite the parentheses and go from the biggest exponent to the smallest. So I'm going to start with the 5n cubed, then the minus 2n, then the minus 1 goes to the n. This would be called a cubic equation because it has a biggest exponent of 3. Ho, 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 ho. I will let you finish the rest of those up, and we're going to scroll down, and let's do number 12. Okay? So on number 12, remember the first thing you want to do is see if you can get a GCF. On this worksheet here, on the bottom one, you can't pull the GCF out. So on the last 4, these were the harder ones we did, right? We're going to multiply the A term and the C term. 5 times 20 is 100. Now then, I want to subtract the factors of this and get a 48. So what can I multiply? Get 100, subtract, get 48. 1 times 100 doesn't work. 2 times 50. The 2 and the 50 are going to work. That last sign goes to the biggest factor. Negative 50. What do I do to negative 50 to get a negative 48? I got a plus 2. Then I'm going to put 5k on the bottom because of the opposite of multiply is divide. This one will not simplify, will it? So plus 2 over 5k. And then the negative 50 over 5k is a negative 10. You divide these by 5, don't you? If you punch negative 50 divided by 5 on the calculator, it's going to give you negative 10 or negative 10 over k. Now then, these are our parentheses. So we're going to put 5k plus 2, and we're going to put k minus 10. Finish the rest of these up. If you have trouble, message your teacher. Message your teacher if you're having trouble. This is one of the hardest things you'll do in this class this year. It's going to get a little bit easier in the next unit because it's going to be more vocab. Okay, and a lot more calculator based. So make sure you get through this factoring. You're going to do well. Keep believing you can do this. Remember, you are amazing. You are created to do wonderful things. And you are awesome.